Niger has kicked against the coup and rallied support for the ousted president. Nabil Ahmed Rufai, Accra, Ghana.
Taiwan is not for sale, the island's foreign minister has said, rejecting an assertion by Elon Musk that Taiwan is an integral part of China. His comments came as Chinese warships and planes were detected near Taiwan for suspected military exercises. The World Food Programme is warning of a looming food crisis in the Democratic Republic of Congo due to a funding shortfall. The UN agency says millions of people could be pushed to the brink of starvation. From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks, looking today at the threat by the French authorities to recall millions of iPhone 12s. The French say they have banned additional sales of the 3-year-old iPhone model because it emits more electromagnetic radiation than the country's standards allow. Apple says it's appealing the decision and disagrees with the French contention. Charles Arthur writes about tech for Britain's Guardian newspaper.
The whole issue about, quotes, radiation from phones, and we should be clear that this is radiation as in light radio waves. It's how your phone communicates with the network towers. It's not like Fukushima type, nuclear radiation. It's not that. So there have been standards for this since the mid-1990s. They are really very tight, and they're all about concerns that were raised back in the 1990s about whether the radio waves from your phone could trigger cancers. And there's no evidence that they do. Phones have been in so much use for so long that you'd expect to see a rise if there really was, and that hasn't been. But we still have these standards, and it seems the iPhone 12 that the French government has discovered that they have this higher SAR, as it's called, and is telling Apple to issue a software update to fix them.
That software update is expected within the next 2 weeks, and of course, earlier this week, Apple released its iPhone 15. With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks.
A reminder now of the hour's top story. In Libya, an estimated 20,000 people have died in catastrophic flooding. The UN's World Meteorological Organization says most of the deaths could have been avoided with proper use of alert systems and evacuations. And that's the latest world news. From Feature Story News, I'm Nina Maria Potts reporting.
Well, bless my soul, what's wrong? I'm Dan.
I'm TL, and we're from Blue Suede Connection.
And we're excited to be part of the KCHW family.
Bringing you 2 hours of Elvis and fun every week.
Join us every Saturday at 7 p.m. right here on 102.7 KCHW.
We are your Blue Suede Connection.
I'm all shook up.
Tell us we will die like dogs. What? Tell us we will die like dogs.
You will die like dogs. No, we will not die like dogs. We will fight like lions because we are the Three Amigos.
Oh, it's two amigos today. Happy welcome to the morning show. It's Thursday morning. We're one amigo short this morning. I was just getting into that morning show theme song and then just missing Alan this morning, Scott.
Are you? Nobody across from you to make funny looks at you?
I know. Yeah, there was an emergency carpet convention in Canada.
Since I am very techie, I have placed a bug in Alan's home.
Oh,
so let's check and see if he really had an emergency. Would you say emergency carpet? What?
Emergency carpet convention over in Quebec.
Yeah, carpet convention. There you go.
Yeah.
Emergency carpet convention in Quebec. That's hard to say.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
All right, let's check on Alan. I don't believe it for a second.
Oh, Good morning, Scott. How you doing this morning?
Good. Sorry you're one short there in the studio. We should have told Sharon to show up again today. She did a great job yesterday, didn't she?
She really did. I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Getting a lot of good feedback from her, too. Or from people about her.
Oh, good.
So, yeah.
Sharon will be joining us every Wednesday now. She's going to take the place of Mike Bence. What a good choice, Chuck.
Yeah.
Of course, she came to us and said, I want to do it, right?
Yeah. So not my choice. That was just pure luck. We lucked into that one, for sure.
That's excellent. That's excellent.
Yeah.
She also did a great job covering local events. If you want to check out yesterday's podcast that we posted, it's on Facebook and, of course, on YouTube as well, there for under KCHW.
I need to borrow her notes for the rest of the days when she's not here.
Can you leave your notes, Sharon?
Can I copy your notes?
So let's take a look at a few. I got some morning jokes together, all right, because mornings are tough. So these jokes, Chuck, are all about mornings, and I'm going to do them in a quiz format to see if you can perhaps get one of them, at least one, correct.
That's pushing.
Okay, and after the first couple answers, you'll realize the theme, and that might help you a little bit.
Okay. One might be pushing it, though.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to set your goals too high.
Yeah.
All right. How do you feel every day before having your morning coffee? Having your morning coffee.
Like a zombie.
Pretty close.
Yep.
Depresso.
Oh, I like that.
All right. Where's the first place Batman goes every morning?
To the bat room.
Oh, you did it! Yay! First one. There you go. All right. What does Mooch the cat love to do in the morning?
Sleep.
It has to do with reading. What does she read?
The Garfield? I don't know. What does she read?
Oh, Garfield. That's a good choice. No, the Muse paper.
The Muse paper.
Thank you.
I thought it might be something like that.
All right. What's a cannibal's favorite morning drink?
Ooh.
Good. This is a good one.
Oh, man. I don't know, Sanka. I don't know.
He likes to have a cup of joe.
Oh, that one's pretty good. That's good.
Did I really say that? I'm so sorry.
You did.
All right. Why did the trucker sleep under his oil tanker?
Because it was warm?
No, he likes to get up early in the morning. At least I made him laugh.
I think it was the enthusiasm in which you said it, Scott.
Yes. What do bakers say when they wake up in the morning?
Time to wake and bake? I've heard that phrase somewhere. I'm not really sure what it means, though.
Yeah. All right. It's time to get bready now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what a baker says when he gets up. Oh, it's time to get bready now. All right. What happens when you eat yeast and shoe polish for breakfast?
Oh, wow. Rise and shine.
Yeah, there you go. Look at him go.
Right?
Power of the brain.
Right.
It's amazing. What do you call an armadillo that wakes everyone up in the morning?
Something about rolling or something. I don't know. Get out of your shell.
Alarmadillo.
Alarmadillo. Oh, that's good. That one's good.
All right. This should be easy. Every morning, clowns wake up with sore necks, Chuck. Why?
Because they slept funny.
Yeah, good job. Look at you go. You got way more than one. I'm not keeping count, but you got way more than one.
I think it's 3. I'm giving a 3.5. I'll give myself an extra point for the wake and bake.
Okay, I will.
Yep.
I didn't have any toast this morning, and I'm very angry about it. Why?
I don't know why.
Pretty sure I'm lactose intolerant.
I should have seen that one coming. I should have seen it.
Yes, you should have. All right. Good job, Chuck. Big round of applause. You got a bunch of them. All right. There you go. You can, and you have my permission to use those at work. I will not charge you a royalty.
Good.
To work.
I'll repeat those later today on the air.
Okay.
No, I won't.
All right.
No, I won't.
All right. Quick joke from Chuck Ritchie.
A speeding driver was pulled over by a policeman. He asked, "Well, why was I pulled over when I wasn't the only one speeding?" The officer said, "Have you ever been fishing?" "Yes," he said. Then the officer asked him, "Did you ever catch all the fish?"
That's a good one.
I like that.
That's a good one.
That
is
that.
good.
Everyone was doing it.
Yeah. All right, into bits and breaks this morning. Actually, should we skipped it? Before we get to bits and breaks, let's go ahead and throw out your weather forecast real quick for folks. Going to be nice, as we were talking about yesterday, for several days. 82 and sunny today, 49 under clear skies tonight, 85 and 51, same deal for your Friday, 87 and 51, same deal for Saturday with sunshine. Then a few clouds for Sunday, but still 83 and 53 for the high and low. Looking ahead to next week, Monday, 77, partly cloudy, 73 on Tuesday, but cooler with sunny skies. 69 on Wednesday, partly cloudy. No rain in the forecast for these partly cloudy skies. Thursday next week, 73, and Friday, 78. There's your long-range forecast in there as well. For me, Chuck, battening down everything today and tomorrow. And then Saturday, we're going to experience a tropical storm here in Maine. Maine has not had a hurricane touch its borders since 1969. Those warming coastal waters sending a hurricane up that's going to, of course, the hurricane's worst on the coast, but it is going to, they say, affect the whole state and then just pummel Nova Scotia. But we're looking for a big storm on Saturday. One of the things I have to do, Chuck, and you'll find this amusing, is me and Lindsay have a couple camping cabins, and we've got like the portable plastic, the event-style outhouse. And one of the things with those they're prone to do in heavy winds is tip over.
Yes.
So we're going to be securing the outhouse.
Honey, have you secured the outhouses yet? Get the strap.
Either that or we could just leave someone setting in it for the whole day.
Ooh. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Weigh him down.
Yeah. All right. Wow. Going back to bits and breaks this morning. Survey. Which did people choose in these silly national survey questions? First one is, what if your lifespan increased by 50 health years, but you step on a Lego brick when you least expect it a couple times a day for the rest of your life? All right. Would that be a yes or a no?
I think that's something you might learn to live with. I might go yes on that one.
All right. Yeah. So 48% said, yeah, that's fine. I'll take 50 healthy years. 52% though said no. Yeah, I'm healthy enough. I don't. Yeah.
Ow.
Right, what?
Then you step on one anyway.
What if there was always a new $100 bill in your pocket, but every time you took it out, a human died on the other side of the world? Yes or no, Chuck?
Oh, no.
No. Good job. 67% of people, 64, said no to that. So more nice people than evil people on the planet, but not by much.
That's good.
Remember that. The person sitting next to you or the person sitting next to them could very well be one that would take $100 rather than your life. So that's kind of spooky that it's so low.
Yeah, that is. Wow.
All right, Chuck, you can live forever, but you can never talk again.
No.
Yeah, only 19% said yes to that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live forever anyway. That sounds miserable.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. I don't know, though. It could change my mind like in the last few minutes. Can I reserve that?
Right?
I take it back. I'll live forever. All right. What if you could take anything without being caught, but every time you took something, someone innocent was accused and convicted for it? Yes or no?
No.
Yeah, all right, good job, Chuck. Chuck, you're just like way too nice. 67% said no. You're right in with the group. I'm so impressed by you. All right.
Oh, no.
All right. What if your dream job came true, but your salary was paid in chocolate bars?
No.
No.
What depends? Do I already have enough money to live in the bank? Then maybe yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So 68% said no for chocolate bars. All right. There you go. Silly survey. Now I want to know if Chuck will admit it. All right.
What's that?
If he will admit that, and anybody that's going to log on to Facebook today, put in your full name and your nickname, and we'll say it on the air. Promise.
Oh,
so go. All right. So Chuck, what was your nickname in school?
Charlie. I didn't go by Chuck in high school. I went by Charlie.
Okay, so Charlie was your nothing else. They never
early on before third grade. It was Al. Yeah.
Why Al?
Okay, well this goes with because I actually had my name changed in third grade. I'm admitting this. I'm talking about this in public. This is crazy.
Wow.
So I was a chubby kid growing up in the 80s. My first name was Albert. I was a fat kid named Albert in the 80s.
No.
In elementary school. Yeah. Oh. So third grade, we moved. I switched schools, and I said, I'm not going to be Fat Albert at my new school. So my parents changed my name to Charles.
Wow. Yep. Well, that was nice of them to do for you since you were being ridiculed. So it'd be totally tacky if I went, hey.
Doesn't bother me as much now as it did then, but yeah, it bothered me then. But it,
by the way, I can sing the whole theme song. The part that creeps me out now is that one line that says, and Bill's going to teach you a thing or two.
Ooh. I posted a thing on Facebook a couple days ago. So about 13 years ago, I won tickets to see Bill Cosby in concert. And I was really excited about it. And I posted about it on Facebook. And it came up in my memories the other day. So that post didn't age well.
Oh God, here we go again. Dork alert.
Wow, that's a tough one.
I did go see him, and it was like the weirdest show ever. He showed up in like dirty sweatpants, like slumped over in a chair in the front of the audience, and just sat there and didn't move and told jokes the whole time. It was like, okay.
I'm going to jail after this.
Looked like he just like woke up in his sweats and walked out on stage. It was weird.
All right. Let's see if anybody posted a horrible nickname. You haven't asked me what mine were, Chuck.
Oh, what was yours?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
You want to guess? You want to guess? Any guesses based on my height?
Shorty.
And my full last name.
Shorty Schloffman. That's kind of
short man.
Oh,
and then I had one for my family, and Dad ruined my high school years. It was like freshman year. One of my friends is over. We're in the garage with Dad, and Dad calls me Scooter.
Scooter?
That's exactly what my buddy did, and then he told everybody the next day. I so gave my dad the business. I was like, how could you do that to me, Dad? Don't you realize what it's like to be in high school? I'm never going to live this down.
I did have my teachers in high school had a nickname for me. They called me Loophole Charlie.
If you know Chuck, you're going to do that
too. And for some, I love a good loophole though.
It's clever, right?
Yeah.
I used to get in trouble with that. Speaking of my dad, he'd be like, that's not I told you how to do it. And I said, yeah, but I got the job done. Never say that to you. You're supposed to do it exactly like Dad tells you how to do it. Even if you know a better way, you cannot show up your father by like, Dad, it's way easier if you turn it around and stand on your head. you know? So, all right.
I would make deals and all kinds of. I had deals where I didn't have to do homework. Like I would make a deal with my teacher. Like if I get 100% on this test, no homework for the next unit. That kind of stuff. Yeah,
and it would work.
Oh, sometimes, yeah. You can wheel and deal.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And for some reason,
Charlie.
For some reason, I was also voted as most likely to become a televangelist, and I don't know where that came from. It was in the yearbook. I don't understand.
Yeah. You should do up a picture then of Laura with like the heavy makeup.
Oh yeah.
And
Crying.
she's got to cry a lot. Yeah.
We need money.
All right. Before we give out these nicknames from other people that you might find amusing, let's check in again on Alan Milani since he's not here for Three Amigos Thursday. Still sleeping. You know, and if you look back at some of our other Thursday videos, you could see that that's exactly how Alan would probably snore.
It matches
like a little baby.
It matches his giggle.
It does. Yeah, we're missing the wheezy laugh today, aren't we?
We are.
Oh, I missed that. All right. Here you go. My name is Michelle, but I am still called Missy. And in fact, in school, they called her Messy Missy.
Oh man.
One guy posted his initials were MD, so everybody called him Doc.
I like that. I like that one. That's cool. Okay.
All right. This person says mine was short stuff because I was the shortest one in my class. I lived with that too. Another guy said he was Sticks because he was so skinny. Let's see. Opie, short for Opal. And yes, the Andy Griffith Show theme was always whistled. Now I kind of like it.
Nice.
It's not good for a girl, the Opal, and then getting called Opie.
It's cute, I guess. Maybe not.
This one says, my best friend in junior high was about 6 inches shorter than me, and her name starts with an L as well. Nobody could get our names right. So while on the track team, one of the coaches nicknamed me Big L and her Little L. But Big L became Biggle, and it stayed with her all the way through school.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's cute. Cool. I like that. That's
not derogatory.
No.
Biggle, giggle.
Yeah, it's got a story behind it. I like that.
All right. People called me LEB because it was short for Little Energizer Bunny. My friends joked that I had 3 speeds: on, very on, and off.
That's fair.
All right. Chuck Ritchie stayed up all night with his new dictionary, and he's got some new words for us. All right.
I do this, Chuck. I do this often. Yeah, I make up new words. Most time I just mispronounce real ones. The Washington Post asked readers to create a new word by dropping the first letter of an existing word. This first one is Amish, which is hungering for a simpler way of life. I like that. I'm feeling so Amish today. Yeah.
Yep.
Emagram is a loaded message.
That's when you're mad at somebody and you text them, I'm sending them an amogram.
I like it. Iarea. That's when you won't stop talking about yourself.
Guilty.
I like it.
There's a pill for that, or there should be.
Right? Ick Pocket is a place to put your used Kleenex.
Oh, yeah. Don't reach back in there.
Pardon me. Oreplay is laying the groundwork for entering the mine shaft. Morn shaft. What is a morn shaft? That's another new word I just made up.
I think it's a game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ouch and go. It's a dominatrix's house call.
What are you doing after work? Well, I'm going to swing by for an ouch and go, and then I'll be around, okay? Okay.
A latte. Oxtrot is a particularly ungraceful Dancing with the Stars performance.
Also known as the white guy dance. Yeah.
Wow, he really did an oxtrot out there, Jane. I like it. A riminal is a man who doesn't ever clean up his toilet dribble. Oh.
A true riminal. That's horrible.
Riskies is Chinese-made cat food.
Oh God, here we go again. Dork alert.
Oh. And the next one I made up, Scott, was it's not a word, it's the name of a city. It's Munich, which is a German city voted the world's safest town for women.
Where are you? I'm from Munich, Germany.
Why do you ask?
Sorry.
Last but not least is Urple. Urple is the new word for the color of vomit.
Oh, that's so disgusting. Oh my God, that's the worst thing I ever heard in my life.
And if you've recently been drinking grape juice, it is a purple Urple.
Oh, yeah.
Purple Urple.
Oh.
Yep.
Also a new Crayola color.
They have so many now.
All right, let's keep it going with the gross. Unusual collections. All right, there's even a museum that exhibits 2,177 of these unique bags. Those bags, air sickness bags.
We keep some in the back seat pocket of our car.
Really?
Yeah. We have teenagers. Yeah.
I was reading a story about the horrible things, it's like every day in the news on airlines, the horrible stuff that goes on. And in fact, in just a few minutes, it didn't work out. I had a great example of that, but I'll try to get it ready for tomorrow. They said that, like when you see on maybe Saturday Night Live or something like that, where one person vomits and everybody else starts vomiting, they said it really happens on airplanes.
Oh, I can imagine.
Because the smells, they said if one person throws up on an airplane, there's gonna be more.
Didn't COVID make all the airlines upgrade their air filtration systems or something?
Supposedly.
Don't they have better
new filters? But they're not made for vomit smell. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
that just happened on a plane.
But the new ones are baby scented, so they make the whole plane smell like a young child.
No.
Oh yeah? That's gross, man.
Gross.
So seriously, how gross does my ear look? Is it really disgusting, or is it like kind of cool in a way?
Oh God. Oh what? Oh, this is so gross.
All right, another unusual collection, burnt food. Deborah Hansen is a curator of the Burnt Food Museum, which began with her burning food, or actually a hot glass of cider, which would become a cinder, and thus the first and most impressive exhibit in her museum. Yes, the Burnt Food Museum. I have some donations for that.
How do you burn a glass of cider?
Very, very slowly.
Wow. Oh, I got some frozen pizzas I could donate.
Nice.
Quite a few.
They're already burnt?
Oh, yeah. Well, no. I keep them, I have my own.
Okay. Dr. Val Kolpakov, a practicing dentist in Saginaw, Michigan, began collecting toothpaste from around the world in 2002. Currently has over 1,400 items, and in March 2010, his collection was recognized as the largest in the world by World Records Academy. That's right. He collects toothpaste.
Ooh, yay.
I wonder if he's got any of that bacon toothpaste. We got some one time for Jean on the morning show.
Wow. Did it work? Did she use it?
She said it was disgusting.
Did she smell bacony fresh?
Kinda. It smelled like bacon.
I wonder, though, are they full tubes, or are they like ones that are all rolled up at the bottom?
Yeah, I would bet they're full.
Oh,
what kind of museum would it be? A used toothpaste museum?
I would somehow that seems more interesting to me than the full tubes. You see the different ways people get the last out of the tube, Oh,
and just so you know, toothpaste can spoil.
Oh, yeah.
I had a tube that got lost in the bottom of a drawer and pulled it out to use it one time. It was nasty.
Oh.
All right. Phil Miller has he's been a collector since 1978 when he started with his first set of sugar packets. Oh. Yeah, they were the presidents of the U.S. on sugar packets. Way to go, Phil!
Well, that works out because his best friend Doug is a professional table leveler. So, so it's a good combination there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Becky Martz collects banana and broccoli labels in the bands. She currently has 21,000 different banana labels and has gone to numerous banana label conventions. You go, Becky.
Wow.
This one's gross as well. Kevin Savitz unintentionally became a collector of Band-Aid boxes when he moved into his new house once owned by a buddy's great-grandparents. They left over 24 of the metal Band-Aid boxes, and now his collection has grown. Those metal ones are kind of cool.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. There's a bunch of brands now that are coming out in the metal boxes again. Like you can go to, like Target or something, and they have all kinds of cool ones. We've been collecting
because the paper ones are no good. If that box falls out of the cupboard and gets wet on the counter in the bathroom, so the paper ones don't work.
Yeah, the Band-Aids are dead. You can't use those.
Yeah, you can't use them at all.
No.
All right.
No.
Before we move on to the next one, Ken checking in this morning as well as Marion, who says, Alan sounds like a precious pup.
He is.
He is a precious little puppy.
He truly is.
Let's see. Weird things on resumes with Chuck Ritchie, and rumor has it these are all things Chuck has said on a resume of his own.
Yeah, probably. I've been intimately involved in every aspect of this company, this guy said. From the very beginning right up to this present unfortunate bankrupt sale. Wow, bankrupt state. Wow. Sales.
Not a good advertisement for yourself.
No. Yeah, like I'm the reason why we're bankrupt now. There you go. One Seattle job candidate had under his references, please do not contact my current employer or any of my previous employers.
Not a good advertisement.
It was them, not me.
Exactly.
Here's what a boss's man had to say about his former supervisor. My boss was as twisted as a pretzel.
Yeah, that got back to me, Chuck.
Oh, shoot. I was just talking about your fingers, Scott. I'm sorry.
Like the guy with the bankrupt business, I had my hands in everything.
This Atlanta executive noted that she had formed a partnership with 3 business colleagues. What are business colleagues?
It's what Alan's doing.
Hey, this is the Denver accountant wrote other qualifications: skiing and doing some PR work as a skiing gorilla.
Yes, that shows your new employer you'll do anything.
I once knew a guy who was known for his work in a commercial for a fireworks stand dressed as a gorilla, and he did use that. He later became a politician, and used that as part of his campaign. Campaign plan was to promote himself as the fireworks gorilla from that fireworks stand through the 90s.
That everybody loved, so you'll love me as a politician too.
But the thing was, they were like the world's most annoying ads, and everybody hated them. He did not win anything. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because of those ads, because he decided to include that in his campaign strategies.
It was you?
Yeah.
You're that guy? Okay, I get it.
Go gorillas on the 4th. Or no, go bananas, I think is what he said. Yeah, it was horrible. Horrible. Philadelphia job candidate proudly wrote on his resume, 6 months ago, I couldn't spell executive. Today, I are one. Munt spelled M-U-N-T. Last one, looking impressive is potential employer. One St. Louis applicant listed under size of previous employer, 23 floors.
Ooh, big one.
It's relevant.
All right, some unpopular opinions. These might be opinions that get you in trouble. I'm on with the first one. All right.
Yeah.
Everyone has an unpopular opinion. I think in particular, hit movie or TV show isn't funny or all that good. Good discussion on social media. It was these came up on the list. First one, Big Bang Theory isn't that funny. Yeah. Supposedly an unpopular opinion. I don't enjoy sitcoms though, so I'm really the wrong person to ask.
I don't either. There's a bunch of these, and I think Big Bang did a whole bunch of them where people posted them online without the laugh track, and without the laugh track, they truly are like what is even happening here? Why is
the laugh track kind of like brings you into it a little more.
Does.
I think it's a necessary thing. All right, that's like when they did during COVID when Saturday Night Live did it with all the cast members at home trying to do skits, and they should have used a laugh track. It would have worked, but they didn't, and none of it was funny, and they didn't try it again.
No, that was a bad idea.
Yeah,
didn't work.
All right, what's the next one, Chuck?
The Rolling Stones are not one of the greatest bands of all time.
Maybe an unpopular opinion, but I'll agree with that.
I agree with that too. And for the love of God, just retire, please. Just stop.
Somebody told me the other day they used to get Aerosmith and the Rolling Stones confused.
I could see that.
I get it. Pretty close.
This is one I've had this argument with many. I was a huge Seinfeld fan when it was on the air and even in syndication. But later on, it's kind of lost a little something. The TV show Seinfeld isn't funny.
I don't know. George to me was funny, and Michael Richards. He was hilarious, but Seinfeld himself, not so much to me.
No, not so much.
Yeah.
Elaine, I always liked Elaine. She was funny. The side characters were good. This one I wholeheartedly agree with. Gwen Stefani cannot sing.
So I think that first band she was with, No Doubt. I think that was her, and of course she's had a bigger solo career when she ever did with the band. But I don't like her solo stuff. But I really like No Doubt. So
the band was good.
Yeah.
She's
doing what she loves now, but it's not for me. So there you go.
And this one, anyone who tries to argue with me can leave the building. It says coffee is overrated.
What?
These people are nuts!
Get out! No, it's not. No, it's not. It's brown gold.
Actually, no, that's okay, because that's just more for me.
Okay.
But keep your wrong opinions to yourself.
Especially when it's about coffee.
Hamilton is overrated.
Must have been a guy.
Personally,
chicks love that Broadway show.
I like it, but I can see people thinking that. I think it's good though, personally. This is a hot button issue right now. Pumpkin spice anything is terrible.
I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah. It's one of those things that's either really good or it's really bad. There's never like, oh, okay, this is okay. It's just, it's really good or it's really bad. Like one of those, like the roll cakes. What do you call them? Like the Swiss roll type cakes with the pumpkin and the cream cheese filling. Amazing. Pumpkin spice coffee? No, not so much.
Not so much.
Not so much. And this one, mac and cheese is gross.
What?
Oh, who doesn't like mac and cheese?
I don't think I've ever met anyone in my life that doesn't like mac and cheese.
I do have an unpopular mac and cheese opinion though. I prefer the good old fashioned blue box. I don't like it homemade. I don't like the stuff anybody ever brings to potlucks that's all kind of coagulated and kind of mushy. I like it straight out of the box, a little underdone, a little al dente. Perfect.
All right. I'm a big fan of that Vermont macaroni and cheese, the white stuff. That's pretty tasty.
Yeah.
All right. I wasn't clapping. There was a fruit fly in front of my face. All right. Marion admits online that she was the one who said she can't tell the difference between Rolling Stones and Aerosmith. Wow. And poor Ken, he says he gets all of his humor from KCHW.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And Ken, that explains why nobody laughs at your jokes.
Just like ours.
Yeah. All right, Chuck. This is for both of us. We'll go back and forth. Coming up next Tuesday, we'll not be on the air. I'm going to be flying to Washington, so me and Val will not be doing a show. But it is, and this really bums me out. So we're going to talk about it now. Tuesday is Talk Like a Pirate Day. All right? And here to get you ready to talk like a pirate are Chuck and myself. All right. So we're going to give you a pirate word, and Chuck, you have to say it what as in your best pirate voice, and then we'll give you the meaning. So
pay attention.
You're
kids.
up first. Yes.
Hello is. Are we doing the real word first, or are we doing each of them? Okay.
I think you should have said the world word and then told what it means.
Okay. So. Ahoy! Obviously means hello.
Right.
Wow. Now we figured out. We figured out our format right here.
You want to try it again?
Yes.
A little bit more piratey.
Ahoy!
Oh, that wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen. So it would seem.
Yes. Then we have arg, which can be used for anything, good or bad. Examples: arg, what a lovely day, or I don't like that. Arg.
Arg.
See? Arg.
Yes. Next one, avast. which is attention please. Example, avast ye scurvy scallywags, stop what ye doing and listen up, you dirty pirates.
Oh.
Yeah.
And who obeyed the law was a bloody pirate, a scallywag.
Yes. See? That's the over. Belay! Stop that. Example, belay that talk. Or quiet now. Or belay the swabbing. I would never say that. Just keep swabbing.
Keep on with your swabbing.
All right.
Give me some grog. Grog. Obviously, grog is a pirate's favorite drink.
All right. I don't know. I think I'm changing my mind here.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
That was a bad
one. You can see I prepped for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Har! That's a pirate's laugh, or the stuff on top of a pirate's head. Har! Get it?
You scallywags pass me my hair brush.
That be my har.
A jack. You jack. That is a flag or a sailor.
Okay.
Yep.
Alas, that be a woman.
To list. That means to lean to one side. So, some of these are just sailing terms.
Wow.
You cheated. Pirate.
Arrgh, I be loaded to the gunwales. It means I'm drunk.
That's a good one. I like that.
Loaded to the gunwales.
And of course, the ever popular matey, which we all know is a shipmate or a friend.
Sure?
It's the 3 mateys day on Thursday with 2 mateys today.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
That's fair.
Sorry. We just covered this on scallywag. And a scallywag is a bad person or a scoundrel.
And who obeyed the law was a bloody pirate, a scallywag.
See? Arrgh.
Oh, the next one is actually really good. Smartly. As in quickly. Smartly there, pirates. Hurry up, pirates. That's what it means.
Huh. All right. The next one is sprogs, which is raw, untrained recruits. Or when Chuck gets his pants caught in his sprogs.
When I'm riding my bicycle.
Do you think this wise, boy? Crossing blades with a pirate?
All right.
That's why I don't be wearing me bell bottoms when I'm riding me bicycle. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. Squiffy. A squiffy is a buffoon.
Arrgh, I thought a squiffy was a fart. Sorry.
Pardon me, I let out a squiffy.
All right. And the last one is to boot. Also, example, I'll have a burger and fries to boot. So if you're going out next Tuesday, swing through the fast food and order that. Or you could say, I'll have burger and also the fries to boot.
I believe in Canada, that's when you're going to a boxing match. I'm going to the boot. The bout. Boot. It was a stretch. It was a stretch. It was a stretch. Sorry, Canada.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
Yep. 100%.
All right. Things you never do on a pirate ship, Chuck.
She was singing about pirates. Bad luck to be singing about pirates with us mired in this unnatural fog. Mark my words.
Mark my words. All right. And then remember, if you're dealing with pirates, the most important word?
Parley. I invoke the right of parley. According to the code of the brethren set down by the pirates Morgan and Bartholomew, you have to take me to your captain.
I believe we've learned all we know about pirates from those movies.
That's amazing. All right. Good
So
job.
they're
Big round of
educational films.
applause for Chuck and myself are talking like pirates. So I resurrected. There is a video on the KCHW YouTube channel from 5 years ago where I do that by myself because my co-host didn't show up, and I do the whole how to talk like a pirate.
Was it me? Did I not show up that day?
I probably. But now you show up every day, Chuck. Good job.
And now you can't get rid of me. well, back in those days, I had carpet conventions of my own to go to.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, real quick, we missed breakfast and lunch for Thursday this morning. Breakfast burrito, cereal, fresh fruit, fruit juice, milk choice. Sorry about that. I usually do it with weather, but we just got the new calendar, so we're a little rusty. And then for lunch, tacos with refried beans, corn, fresh veggies, fruit, fresh fruit, and your milk choice, as well as some salsa. That's right. You're dancing in the lunchroom.
Ooh.
I made
doing
that up.
Doing the salsa.
Yeah. All right, on the streets of tonight's tickets probably sold out.
Well, the tickets are sold out for the Taste of Chihuahua, but they wanted, actually someone reached out to me, Diane Evans reached out to me to let everybody know that the art auction at the end of the night at the brewery is available to the public. You don't need a ticket to attend that. It's going to be, a lot of art for sale. She was saying this year they've outdone themselves. It is the biggest, best art auction the Taste of Chihuahua event has ever had.
All right, and those doors, I believe, are open from 4:30 with the silent auction ending at 8:30. Yep. As well, there's going to be street musicians and that kind of stuff. So it doesn't mean because those tickets are sold out that you can't be downtown participating and supporting this big fundraiser for the Chihuahua Arts Guild and Taste of Chihuahua, because I'm sure you can go into those restaurants and eat anyways.
Yeah, you still go in and support our local restaurants.
Yeah. So you can still get out and have some fun and support them by hitting that silent auction at the Courtside Brewery. Good job, Chuck.
Yeah. And I have heard from quite a few people that are actually looking for tickets. So go out there on Facebook if you have any tickets that you're not going to be using and scalp them tickets.
Nice, Chuck. Wow. You got your tickets for $15. I paid $400.
It's a supply and demand thing. Yeah.
It'd be okay if you give the extra you make to the Arts Guild. We might support that.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Don't
All right. We'll quit fooling around. Free pickleball today, Friday 9 to 11:30 at the Chihuahua Golf Course, and then don't forget 11 to 3:30. It's our weekly farmers market. Not too many of them left as we head toward fall. So get out there and get that fresh produce because everybody's picking stuff right now. I bet.
KCHW will be there. We're gonna have a booth tomorrow. We're going to be there signing up memberships, trying to get sponsors, and selling tickets for our show on the 22nd.
Cool.
Yeah, I've got tickets in my hand. I'm going to have, as soon as the show's over, I'm going to go around. Tickets will be available at Acres Drug, Valley Drug, the Independent Office. I don't know how we're doing with the KCHW website on getting tickets there, but tickets are currently available right now on the Chihuahua Creative District website.
There you go. Go there. I'll try to have them posted up on the KCHW website by Friday. How's that?
Perfect. And I will be there tomorrow selling tickets in person in my hand.
Cool. Yep. So just go down to the farmer's market. There's only like 60 of them, right?
Right.
So seating is limited, and this is if you've never been into the KCHW studios and our Northern Lights Theater, very very intimate setting. Really, you just imagine with only 60 seats for the concert, you're going to be right up and close with the artists, and we have one of our Chihuahua's Got Talent winners that will be starting the show, and tell us a little bit more about that because that's coming up on the 22nd.
Yeah, that's the 22nd. The doors will open at 6:30. Tristan Saylor, who was the winner of the 2019 Chihuahua's Got Talent competition, is going to be opening up, doing a few songs before we get going. And then 7:30 will be Isaac Tenasket. He's a young man from Wellpinit. He's an amazing performer. He's had a couple videos go viral. He has a video that has 15 million views. I'm excited to have him. It's going to be a really good show. Young man. Right. And so our two sponsors for this show are Valley Drug and the new sandwich shop in town, Andy's Sandwiches and Sports. And afterwards, there's going to be an after party over at Andy's starting at 9 p.m. after the show. Yeah.
So, and giving Andy a big shout out too, and you probably see this as well, Chuck, and any other business you do that, we'll give you a shout out too. Andy always shares our morning show podcast.
Yeah.
On his Facebook page too, and always gives us a like every day. Thank you. And thank you. Valley Drug, Kevin Herta has sponsored. Before COVID, we were trying to do one a quarter for a few years in a row there, and we had a pretty good run of concerts going on at the radio station. It was before we had these nice cushy chairs. I can say one thing is if you hit a show at KCHW, your butt will not be sore at the end of it, because we've got some very, very nice chairs that were donated by the Chihuahua Center for the Arts, because they got them new years ago and were not able to use them in their current configuration, and donated them to the radio station. There's so big thank you to the Chihuahua Center for the Arts. Very, very nice chairs, very intimate setting.
They are.
Always a great show. And because the room is smaller, you're not going to get blown out by the speakers or anything. We try to be very cognizant of that, but always a good time. And Valley Drug has now sponsored, I bet you we're up around probably 15 shows that we've done at the radio station over the past 10 years. Valley Drug sponsored each and every one of them.
That's amazing.
Thank you, Kevin.
I was in there talking with Kevin, and I've been kind of behind the ball on getting the show set up and everything. There were a bunch of delays and stuff doing this, and I was talking with Kevin about it, asking about, can we sell tickets here, and tell him about some of the issues I've been having with the timing and everything. I got everything under control now, but I said I was a little late to start getting sponsors signed up, and he's like, "Oh, I'll do it." Didn't even hesitate. Awesome. I wasn't even going to ask him because it was too late, and he just was really gracious. So thank you very much, Valley Drug and Kevin Herta. Appreciate it. Much appreciated.
All right. We missed one, so I'm going to step back because we were so excited about our show. We stepped forward, but I forgot to mention on Saturday the 16th, that was our next event on the calendar, going in chronological order, was the annual auction and gala for the Chihuahua Chamber of Commerce. Now, this happens, is an annual event. It's their only fundraiser for the year. Doors open at 4:30. Dinner starts at 6 p.m. Chihuahua Civic Center. The funds raised keep our chamber going all year long. Dinner tickets are $40. You buy tickets in advance at Acres, the Independent, Valley Drug, or the Chamber office. They're going to have that gift card raffle again, where you pay $10 for a ticket, and the raffle is for $1,500 worth of gift cards. Wow.
Nice.
All right. And Steve the auctioneer always makes it a good fun time too. So you got a live auction and a silent auction. Same deal there. If you miss the dinner or they run out of dinner tickets, you can still show up, just like we were talking about Taste of Chihuahua. You can still show up and take part in the auction and support that nonprofit group. So you can good deal. And in fact, all these events we're talking about, nonprofit groups needing your support. So get out, enjoy Chihuahua, and catch some of these auctions, the Taste of Chihuahua, or our concert coming up on the 22nd, right?
Yeah. And speaking nonprofits, I just want to give a little plug here for the city of Chihuahua in general. I've heard multiple people, between all these organizations the last year or so, and even talking. Sharon and I actually had a meeting yesterday with Senator Short, and one of the things that has been coming out about Chihuahua is, wow, you guys are really stepping up and really doing an amazing job with all your organizations working together and putting projects together and really coming together as a community. People are noticing the things that are happening here in Chihuahua, and it's pretty exciting to see and be part of. So
It is.
It is.
All right, looking ahead on that community calendar, we have another Fun in the Sun fair where we have vendors in the park and different stuff going on coming up on September 23rd. So the day after our show, that's going on. I also got some stuff through our own website at kchw.org where you can submit public service announcements like Jerry did. Jerry wanted to let us know that this is kind of cool.
It is
the Northeast Washington Genealogical Society. Have you heard about this, Chuck?
I have actually.
Okay, so they're presenting their 2023 fall seminar, Understanding Basic DNA, with Linda Keenan. This is going to take place at the Colville Ambulance Shack, located near the North Roundabout. It's Saturday, September 30th. Check-in is 8:30. Classes are from 9 to 4. They'll be talking about what is all the hype about DNA, what is DNA, and why get your DNA tested, what DNA company is best to use, and more. If you want to participate in that, let's see, members of the Genealogical Society, it is $25. Non-members, $27.30 at the door. Lunch is also included. Now, if you want more information and to register, go to this website. And this is it's www, of course, newgs.org. I think that's rather than giving just the letters, trying to get you to memorize it over the radio. It is NEWGS. So newgs.org.
Yeah.
And you can sign up for that conference on the 30th.
You know, I grew up in a household where my mom is obsessed with genealogy. She has an entire bedroom. We always had to live in a house with an extra bedroom to house her genealogy notebooks. Hundreds of 3-ring binders with family trees. Every person, and every time someone in the family gets married to somebody, they get a new wing of the room with their family tree chased down. Going back to, I think, around the 1400s is where she has like our family done, about where she can't find records anymore. And then these new websites started coming out where you can do it all with the click of a button. She still enjoys it though. So,
all right. Another one here coming from the Stevens County Conservation District, calling all current and future livestock owners or those who are simply curious about the process. Stevens County Conservation District and Stevens County WSU Extension hosting a livestock field day out at the Vetter Demonstration Farm and Forest on September 23rd. It'll go from 9 to 3. That's in the Deer Park area. Tickets do include lunch and are $10 for adults, free for 17 and under. That's very cool.
That is cool.
Want more information on the field day? Call 509-684-7579. 684-7579. Also in October, a chance for you to get involved with the Stevens County Department of Emergency Management. They're going to be training people October 16th through the 19th at the Northeast Washington Fairgrounds. Interested in that? Contact the Stevens County Emergency Management. All right. Department, I should add.
I don't think we can have too many trained first responders.
Yes,
volunteers or backups.
How to help out.
Yeah.
All right. You can be a trained volunteer for Stevens County. Very, very cool. All right. That's all I had. Did I miss any events you wanted to touch base on, Chuck?
Nothing I can think of. Nothing I can see right here. It seems like there was something, but I don't remember what it is, Scott.
All right. News headlines. I was looking through them today. There was only one I wanted to talk about just because I wanted to play some applause. Senator Mitt Romney has been talking about retiring. He announced yesterday, told the rest of the world he is not going to run for re-election. I really like Mitt Romney and the stuff he has to say. I find him very middle of the road. And hats off for him for calling on both Joe Biden and Donald Trump to step down and make way for a new generation of leaders. Good job, Mitt. Ain't that the truth?
Wow. I agree. 100%.
100,000,000%. All right. We ran long today, Chuck, even without Alan. I'm kind of surprised.
We did. Wow.
So when we come back, I'll throw some trivia, Chuck. We also have today's odd news, and we throw out some local birthdays and more. But you got to stay right here on Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7. Hit it, Chuck!
I'm picking up a heavy, creepy vibe here.
Now, before we do this, let's go over the ground rules. Rule number 1, no touching of the hair or face. Of course. And that's it. Now let's do this.
It's 8:18.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
This is KCHW, Chewelah, 102.7 FM.
Chewelah Motel and RV Park. Chewelah Motel and RV Park, located at 301 South Park Street in Chewelah, offers 14 single or double rooms, each with a refrigerator and a microwave, in-room coffee station, Wi-Fi, cable, and a 58-inch smart screen television. 2 Airbnb options are available, both with full kitchens, coffee, and a 65-inch smart TV. They also feature 26 full hookup RV spots with 30-amp service. For reservations, they can be reached at 509-935-4763 or ChewelahMotelandRVPark.com. Chewelah Motel and RV Park, 301 South Park Street in Chewelah.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, September the 14th, 2023. I'm Mike Clifford. After 50 years of mass incarceration, the U.S. prison population has grown nearly 500%. And now advocates are calling for its end in Alabama and across the country.
The Sentencing Project's report Safety Beyond Sentencing offers actionable solutions to end mass incarceration and ensure public safety without over-policing and extreme sentencing. Report co-author Nicole Porter says imprisonment alone hasn't led to safer communities, and it's time to explore ways to keep people out of the justice system.
The calls to action include more holistic responses to crisis response, violence interruption and crisis intervention programs, as well as addressing the drug war through a public health response to drug use and substance use disorder.
In addition, she says they're also calling on lawmakers and communities to expand opportunities for youths with programs that promote job employment and leadership. Shantia Hudson reporting.
Senator Mitt Romney, the Republican presidential nominee in 2012 and the only member of his party to twice vote to convict former President Donald Trump, announced Wednesday he will not seek a second term for the Senate representing Utah. That from the Washington Post. Romney saying in an interview, it's time for a new generation to step up and shape the world that we're going to live in. The 76-year-old Romney said his decision not to run again was heavily influenced by his belief that a second term, which would take him into his 80s, probably would have been less productive and less satisfying than the current term has been. And emission standards for blast furnaces, including those in iron and steel mills in Michigan, have not been updated for years.
The EPA has proposed a new rule for iron and steel mills under the Clean Air Act, and comments can be submitted through today. Matthew Mihalik is with Breathe Project, a regional collaborative advocating against severe air quality issues. He says the communities are subjected to pollutants such as heavy metals, benzene, and lead, so the public needs to speak up.
It's time that companies that operate facilities where a major blast furnace is part of an integrated steel mill are progressing and innovating so workers as well as people who live in proximity to them are not bearing the disproportionate burden of these hazardous air emissions.
The EPA is collecting comments through today on the proposed rules for the Clean Air Act. Mihalik says the Breathe Project can help people get in touch with local representatives and get the comments in effectively. They can be contacted at breatheproject.org. Farah Siddiqui reporting.
4 states, including Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Indiana, and Illinois, are feared to be in shortage. This is Public News Service. The Congress again steeped into a looming budget crisis that as lawmakers face a deadline to approve a new government spending plan.
Prior to the recent congressional recess, House Republicans had floated ideas such as slashing funding for the Supplemental Nutrition Program for women, infants, and children. Dahi Wolf with the Wisconsin group Kids Forward says the proposed cuts could lead to 71,000 eligible participants in Wisconsin being denied WIC benefits. He warns about creating negative outcomes for these individuals.
Every step of the way, obviously, kids and families need support, but if we don't do it early, then we pay for it later.
He notes that these budget concerns come as Wisconsin families brace for child care funding woes at the state level. Governor Tony Evers has scheduled a special session in hopes of making permanent a pandemic-related subsidy program. State Republicans recently voted to let it expire. In Washington, Freedom Caucus members say they want tighter spending after feeling ignored in the recent debt ceiling debate. I'm Mike Moen.
Next, we head to rural New England, where scientists are working to better monitor and manage tick populations as climate change helps fuel their dramatic increase.
Cases of tick-borne illnesses have skyrocketed in the region, while new tick species have expanded their range further north, posing risks to both humans and wildlife. University of New Hampshire Clinical Associate Professor David Needle says scientists will collaborate on data collection as well as education and public outreach on how to stay safe.
General thought is the number of cases and impacts from tick-borne diseases are grossly underestimated by what we actually see and what's been tested.
Needle says the data collected could also serve as a warning system for farmers and vets to better protect livestock by knowing when to utilize protective chemicals, potentially saving not only the animals' lives, but preventing financial losses for rural communities. I'm Catherine Carley reporting.
The 2-year project involves scientists with the universities of Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont. Finally, from our Deborah Van Fleet, a 2021 survey showed almost half of U.S. youth aged 16 to 25 feel heightened worry about climate change.
Sponsors of Nebraska's upcoming Youth Climate Summit, seeking solutions to the climate crisis, aim to foster hopefulness in the youth who attend. Executive Director of Nebraska Interfaith Power and Light, Ken Winston, is also a community organizer for Nebraska Sierra Club. He says speakers will cover a variety of ways to deal with the impacts of climate change.
The state climatologist will talk about climate change in Nebraska. We have a panel of people who are going to talk about renewable energy, regenerative agriculture, hydroponic growing, and sustainable business.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Here are some radio stations, big and small, on your favorite podcast platform. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
Don't forget, you can listen online too at kchw.org.
The Three Amigos!
All right, we're checking on Alan Milani because we're missing an amigo today. He complained about sleeping in. He looks so peaceful.
No, I told you, I promised I'd tell him that it was a carpet convention, Scott.
Oh, yeah. Carpet convention.
Yeah.
And now a word from Alan Milani.
I love carpet.
All right. I'm Scott Allen. Chuck Ritchie along with me too, part 2 of our morning show. And Chuck, I bet you have local birthdays.
I do have local birthdays right here underneath my notebook, and all the stuff I have stacked on top of it for your enjoyment pleasure.
Nice.
Yeah. So today we have Vincent Allen and Kristen Elliott with birthdays today. That's it. Yeah, we got the 2.
That's it. Big round of applause for both of them. See them around town, point and laugh. Tell them we were talking about them on the radio, but don't tell them what we said.
Right. And just a quick reminder, I try to plug it every day. The Lions Club calendar, if your name is not on there, if I didn't just read it off and it is your birthday, it's because you didn't sign up to get your name on the Lions Club calendar. That, they're putting together their 2024 calendar right now. You have until the 25th of this month to contact your local Lions Club and get your name on next year's calendar.
There you go. And we do have the form on the KCHW website under the members section. Just look for the Lions Club.
Exactly. Lions Club doing good work out there. So
Yes. Helping people with vision and hearing problems.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's see. Celebrity birthdays, I should say. Pavel Chekhov from the original Star Trek series, 87. Wow. That's Walter Koenig playing that role. Another one of my favorite actors, Sam Neill, Jurassic Park film, 76. Melissa Leo from Oscar the Fighter and Homicide, Life on the Street, 63. Wendy Thomas, a namesake of the fast food restaurant, 62.
Wow.
Faith Ford from Murphy Brown, 59. Kimberly Williams Paisley from According to Jim, 52. Andrew Lincoln, I love that guy too, Walking Dead, he's turning 50. TV chef Katie Lee turning 41. Logan Henderson from Big Time Rush, 34. And Emma Kenny from Shameless, just 23.
Yep.
History we go. Chuck Ritchie.
1901, the President of the United States, William McKinley, died after an assassination attempt on September 6th. He was then succeeded by Theodore Roosevelt. If he died after an assassination attempt, doesn't that mean he was assassinated?
Yes.
Yeah. That's a weird way to word that. Anyway, 1984, Joe Kittinger became the first person to fly a hot air balloon alone across the Atlantic Ocean.
Scary.
That sounds lonely.
Yeah.
In 1994, the Major League Baseball season was canceled due to a strike. I remember that one. 2001, President George W. visited the site of the World Trade Center in New York 3 days after the terrorist attacks that destroyed the Twin Towers. Standing on top of the rubble, Bush responded to a fireman's shouts by saying, "I can hear you, the rest of the world hears you, and the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
And then 2005, a federal judge in San Francisco declared the reciting of the Pledge of Allegiance in public schools unconstitutional. 2017, Selena Gomez revealed she had a kidney transplant because of lupus, donated by her friend Francia Reyes. I really like Selena Gomez. She's a cool chick. 2021, it was announced that 1 in 500 Americans had died of COVID-19. Wow, 1 in 500. Wow. 2022, it was announced that the founder of the outdoor brand Patagonia relinquished his ownership in the business and directed its profits to fight climate change.
Yes. All right. Cool. Special events. Get ready. You're going to need your mouth for the first couple. Right. Eat a hoagie day.
Ooh.
Yeah. Also, Gobstopper Day. Remember those giant jawbreakers? Gobstoppers?
Yeah, all the layers of colors. Yeah.
It's Coloring Day. Oh. Cream-filled Donut Day. We can all crawl into that. Parents' Day off. That's right. Just let your kids run amok.
Just let them do whatever.
No supervision going on here.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Kind of like us here in the studio today.
No supervision. Support Latino Business Day as well for today. And then the number of the day is, Chuck.
10. Scott, this is relevant to you. That is the number of days that the average hurricane lasts.
I hope it doesn't hover over Maine for 10 days. That's scary.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I hope everything's okay there. I hope it settles down a little bit before it hits land.
We've had some crazy storms here, and they were saying like 3 inches of rain. Now they've got it down to like an inch one day and a half an inch the next day. But if it gets crazy, I'm gonna go live and shoot some footage out, just like the television news reporters do. I'm gonna shoot some footage and see if I get blown away.
There's that video of the one dude standing out in a hurricane with like his long hair, holding the American flag with like heavy metal blasting. You'll be that guy.
Okay, excellent. I can do it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Hey, I had a few entertainment stories I was just going to share because I found them mildly interesting. All right. First one, Paramount Plus has announced a new documentary about Milli Vanilli.
Wow. Did they get someone else to voice it?
They get some what?
Did they get someone else to voice it?
I can't believe they're actually going there. This one sounds fun. Rob Lowe lands as the host of a show called On the Floor on Fox. And get ready for the ultimate trivia showdown because Rob Lowe taking the floor as a host and a producer. In the game show, 81 contestants will stand on 81 squares on a massive game show floor, each square representing a field of knowledge. Challengers selected at random and must choose one of their neighboring opponents for a head-to-head quiz duel in the opponent's category. The winner of the duel takes over the loser's square, expanding their territory while the loser exits the game. Winner must then decide whether to continue and attempt to secure another square or let the floor choose a new challenger.
That's kind of how we make the rules in my house.
Right.
Yeah.
Last contestant standing who gains full control over the floor wins a cash prize of $250,000.
Wow.
Found this one interesting too, Chuck. Elon Musk has weighed in on his highly publicized trial between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, revealing details about his past relationship with Heard in his new biography. Musk and Heard had a year-long on-off romance, and Musk described the relationship as brutal. Book mentions that their early dates mostly revolved around work, with Amber surprising Elon at the Tesla factory and Elon visiting her on the set of Aquaman. Despite the passion they shared for the nerdier side of life, some members of Elon's inner circle were not supportive of the relationship, with his brother describing Amber as toxic and a nightmare. After their final breakup in 2017, Musk recalled enduring 18 months of unrelenting insanity.
Wow. Toxic and a nightmare. That's how my wife describes me after Taco Tuesday. Sorry. Sorry.
But apparently the insanity stuck with Musk because it's still going on. Keira Knightley contemplating copywriting her face to prevent artificial intelligent thieves from using her likeness without permission in films and video. Knightley says she's concerned about the growing presence of AI and is considering taking measures to safeguard her image in the future.
I mean, that's fair, actually. Yeah.
You know, Chuck, I think you could get that done cheaply.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody wants it anyway.
Nobody wants it anyway. All right, you feel up for some trivia, Chuck? We missed it earlier.
I do. Let's do some trivia.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Now, Chuck, don't forget, you can take a look at your Facebook feed to see if anybody helps you with the answers you can't get. But, you know, with the timing of the real-time feed and stuff might be kind of difficult for you, but there is a way to cheat, Ritchie.
We'll just sit here in silence for a minute while I wait for the internet to catch up.
Act like you're contemplating it.
Come on, people. Give me an answer.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. First one. Fun and games. We call it trivia. First up, 79% of dog owners do this with their pets. It came up the other day.
Give them human treats?
No.
Let them sleep on the couch? Let them up on the couch?
No.
Give them nicknames?
No, it has to do with holidays.
Oh, buy them Christmas presents.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, you got to get presents for all the kids or else they feel left out.
Yeah. You know, I really think they do. One Christmas with the girls, I had bought Mooch the cat a cat bed. And when we started opening it, her eyes got around as big as, quarters. She was so excited to see what was in the package. Tried to encourage her to tear it open, but she wouldn't have nothing to do with that. But when we opened it, she knew it was for her. And Christmas morning, after we opened that for the cat, she got in her new cat bed and laid there in the middle of the floor for 4 hours, would not get out of it. So it was just like a little kid knowing they had a present. It was pretty cool.
We get one of those monthly subscription boxes that comes with, a couple of dog toys and some treats and stuff. And we got one yesterday. The dogs know when it's the box that comes for them. They see us come in with it, it gets left on the porch. We walk in with that box and it's just instant chaos where they run around knocking stuff off the table with their tails. And they grab at the corner of the box and they're like, mine, and they try to help you open it. And they get so excited. Yeah.
The peanut butter treats are here. The peanut butter treats are here. You should come in and do that live.
Please, Marion.
All right. Around the world, every month, 7 million of these are manufactured.
Around the world, vehicles.
Good one. Chuck.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that was exactly right. Look at you go. Look at you go. All right. Let's see. 50,000 of these occur around the world each year. Big one just hit a few days ago.
A hurricane?
No, sir. But you're close.
Earthquake? Flood?
Earthquake.
Earthquake. Okay.
Earthquake. There you go. Did you see the pictures from the Morocco earthquake and the lights in the sky?
No, I haven't.
So conspiracy theories are abounding, but right before it hits Morocco, now the epicenter was outside of town, but right before it hit, you can see bright lights flashing in the sky that look not like lightning, but it lights up the whole horizon in flashes. Some people saying aliens or governments or somebody caused the earthquake. But scientists do not have a reason for it happening, but they do agree that it happens before earthquakes and it's been seen before, but they don't know why. I think it's probably energy buildup in the earth causing some kind of static electricity before the earthquake happens, but I am not a scientist.
You know, we had our own thing right here locally in the last few days. There were a few nights ago, there was a string of blue lights visible in the sky all night long. And they're saying it was Starlink satellites. So, I mean,
probably.
And they did provide a map of where those satellites are, and it did match up. So it's probably the Starlink satellites. But it was a really cool thing. It was a really cool sight. People got some really great pictures and videos of these string of blue lights across the sky. It was pretty neat.
But you're always going, geez, I wish it would have been aliens.
Right.
We need help.
They're lying.
You see this planet? All right. Well, the average woman owns 5 of these, Chuck. She regularly only uses 2. What are they? What is it?
She owns 5, but he only uses 2.
Men typically own 2, but rarely use either.
Our patience.
No.
Our sense of self-control.
No.
Wow. I don't know, Scott. What is it?
Something she's going to keep in the bathroom, part of her beauty regime. Woman usually owns 5 bottles of this, but rarely or regularly only uses 2. Men typically own 2 bottles of this, rarely use either.
Perfume or cologne?
Yes.
Okay.
There are currently 119,000 of these on the road worldwide. They're brown.
UPS trucks.
Pretty easy. That's what we call trivia the giveaway. All right, this one's a trick question. I hate these. They usually never make sense. Let's see how Chuck does. Boy and his younger sister were fighting. The mother was tired of it and decided to punish them by making them stand on the same piece of newspaper in such a way they couldn't touch each other. How did she do it?
She opened up the newspaper so there was plenty of room.
But how can they stand on the same piece of paper in such a way that they couldn't touch each other?
They defied the laws of physics, and one stood on either side of the paper.
They did stand on each side of the paper, but how could they not touch each other?
Did they lay on the floor with the paper between their feet?
No, she opened the door and slid the newspaper under it and then put them on each side of the door.
Oh, okay.
I think that's kind of brilliant, actually, when you got 2 kids that are fighting, though.
Oh, I like that. I've seen one where they sew 2 T-shirts together.
That's good. All right. More trivia questions. The 1860s, these were known as bone shakers. What are they called today?
Bone shakers. Bass speakers.
No. They didn't have probably bass speakers back then. 1860s.
Oh, 1860s. Bone shakers? Is it something that vibrates?
Yes, as it moves across the ground.
Oh, you just took me further away from finding an answer, Scott.
It was before cars?
Was it bicycles or motorcycles?
Yeah, it was bicycles.
Okay. Bone
he
shakers.
Unsurely gets it right. On September 15th, 1988, MasterCard issued the first credit card to feature a picture of a person. Who was that person?
Nelson Mandela.
It was not. It was an entertainment personality.
Lou Ferrigno.
I got the Hulk card. I can buy with anything I want.
Was it a musician?
Yes.
Was it Louis Armstrong?
No.
Was it Steven Tyler?
No. Biggest musician probably in history.
Elvis?
Elvis. Yes.
Was it Elvis?
I gave you too much information, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right. 26 billion of these candies are produced each year. Probably one of the best known candies.
Snickers bars?
They're round. They're hard.
Round and hard candy. Is it like an actual hard candy, like a sugar candy?
Yes.
Ooh,
if someone was dying, you might toss them one of these.
A lifesaver.
Until age 12, boys do this as often as girls.
Shave.
True, but not the right answer.
Okay.
Until about age 12, boys do this often as girls.
Wow, that's a bathe? I don't. What could they call their friends? I don't know.
It's the same thing that happens when I see a picture of you.
Cry, weep.
That was so wrong. So wrong.
Wow.
Sorry, Chuck.
Wow.
That never happened.
Okay. We'll pretend you didn't say that, Scott.
Pretend I didn't say that. Please pretend I didn't say that. All right. This one. What was the first man-made object to break the sound barrier? And I'm going to give you a hint, Chuck.
I know this one.
Does not have an engine.
It's a whip.
It is. Yep. Look at that. Wow. That's where the crack comes from?
Yep. Breaking the sound barrier.
No way.
Yep. Just had this conversation with my kids a few days ago, actually. Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
All right. Just over 1 in 4 U.S. homes have what on the outside?
A chimney.
No, sir.
A porch.
Yeah, I'll take that. Deck.
Okay.
And about 1 in 5 people who sign up for marathons don't do what?
Show up.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah, I signed up for the Boston Marathon last year. I stayed in Washington, but I signed up.
Your spouse tells you that one of their pet peeves is blow-ins. What are they talking about?
I'm sorry, say that again. Blow-ins?
Your spouse tells you that one of their pet peeves is blow-ins. What are they talking about?
People that just show up unannounced.
That's a good one, but it has to do with mail.
Junk mail.
Inside of what? And it usually falls out.
Oh, like inserts in a magazine or a.
There you go, exactly. Yeah. Blowouts. I didn't know that's what they were called.
I'd never heard that either. Yeah. I thought that was what you did with your hair, Scott.
That's why it's all tied up today. Yeah. I had a blowout. All right. Spy the lie, Chuck. Florida has the longest coast on the U.S. mainland. The decorative little things on top of lamps and bedposts are called tippies. And the average age of a mobile game player is 45.
I'm going to go with the tippy thing for the bedpost.
Okay, and you're right. But what is it actually called then?
Isn't it a bed knob?
No, they're called finials.
Finials, yeah.
I was going to be surprised if you knew that. Did you kind of know that?
I kind of knew that. I'd heard that, but yeah. I was just thinking of bed knobs and broomsticks. Yeah. Greatest film of all time. No, it's really not.
Here's your last few. 8 in 10 adults have it, but never use it.
A filter.
Something in your house. You buy it and then you never use it.
Some is it a piece of kitchen equipment?
No, sir.
No, you haven't. Never use it. The vacuum cleaner.
No, sir. That'd be sad,
right? I have a poor Roomba that's just collecting dust under a table. I don't know.
It's notorious for people to buy these, maybe do it a few times and then just give up.
Exercise equipment.
Yep. According to a survey, Tampa, Florida is the most blank city in the U.S., followed by Seattle, Chicago, New York, and Los Angeles. This is something that the people do a lot, and it involves a beverage. So the people, according to the survey, Tampa, Florida is the most blank city in the U.S.
Hydrated.
You're close.
Drunk.
No. They're innated, but it's not hydrated.
Caffeinated.
Caffeinated. There you go.
What city was number 1?
That explains a lot. Florida, most caffeinated state.
Oh, I was going to say I'm going to go there, but nah, it's Florida. Never mind.
Every minute, 13 of these take place in the United States on phones.
Video chats.
No, sir. Every minute, 1,300 of these take place in the U.S.
Arguments.
I think it's funny when you strike up a conversation.
What?
Every minute, 1,300 of these take place in the U.S. When this happens, I think it's funny that if you strike up a conversation.
Wrong numbers.
Wrong numbers. All right. I'm going to get you to spell the word for. I'm going to describe 4 unrelated things, places, or people. First answer to the first question begins with an F.
Okay.
Second begins with the letter O, and so on. So, the historical figure Benjamin.
Franklin.
The curved path of a spacecraft around a planet or a star.
Orbit.
A mythical creature with a single straight horn.
Unicorn.
And the Vietnam veteran character played multiple times by Sylvester Stallone.
Rocky.
Oh, well, I'll take that one. No, you just lost.
No, Rambo.
Oh, there you go, there you go. Should we give it to him? Should we?
Meh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But you did good, Chuck. Round of applause. Chuck Ritchie played trivia this morning and giving you a chance to just beat them while you're driving in the car.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to wrap up this show. We do it the odd way.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Always kicks things off with the news attack. First sentence truth, second sentence bad joke. And here comes Chuck Ritchie.
Researchers say knowing 2 or more languages makes it easier to learn additional languages. Well, this will be easy for you, Scott. You're already fluent in English, profanity, and sarcasm. Yeah, so learning this one will be easy.
I want to learn Klingon.
That would be cool. It's actually, what is it, Inuit? It's one of the Alaska Native languages.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, or based on it, yeah.
Based on it, all right. Representative Lone Bobart was kicked out of a performance of the Broadway touring version of Beetlejuice for causing a disturbance. She kept asking the ushers when the beer and hot dog vendors were coming.
I'd kick her out, too. A cruise ship with 206 passengers and crew is stuck in northwestern Greenland. Yeah, that's not a vacation. That's an episode of Survivor.
Researchers say you get more responses on dating sites if you show an open posture, taking up a lot of space. I was wondering why everyone was on there doing jumping jacks.
A study found that listening to something you're learning while you're asleep helps to reinforce the learning process. So you can tell your wife that you're only sleeping in church with the hope of finally memorizing those 10 commandments.
Wow.
It's learning through osmosis or something.
Let's see. A study found that having sex after 50 is good for the brain. If it's good for the brain, why does it get people into so many stupid situations?
The dumbest. The latest report says that 19 states now have an obesity rate of 35% or higher. Wow. Not coincidentally, those are now the states that have sunk below sea level.
Poor Louisiana, going straight to the bottom of the ocean.
Wow.
All right. This one, especially for Marion, researchers found that a substance found in broccoli may limit the damage, which leads to serious lung disease. The downside is you have to eat broccoli.
They can't just put it in a pill?
Yes, exactly, Chuck. Right? Because, if I was doing a taste test and I closed my eyes and you gave me broccoli and dirt, I could not tell which one. I'd say, well, they're both dirt.
I actually really like broccoli. I think it's delicious.
Sorry.
I'm a fan.
Sorry.
I'm a fan.
All right. On to the world of wacky but true. We don't add anything to these but a television or movie sound effect, and Chuck is up again.
Dating in the modern world can be tough, with people prioritizing other aspects of life over finding love. But this New York City model and influencer decided to take matters into her own hands, and it ended up going viral. Carolina Gates, she walked around the city with a cardboard sign that read, "Looking for a husband." Initially, it started as a joke, and then the 29-year-old decided to try something different from dating apps. To her surprise, she received a lot of positive attention, obviously, from people as she walked by. But why hasn't she had any luck? She said it's because she's looking for the best and is yet to find someone who meets her standards, walking around the street holding a cardboard sign.
And those standards are really, really high.
Yeah.
This is what her girlfriend had to say about her.
Been acting really stuck up ever since you switched to short fielder, and Dawn agrees with me.
Yes. Like, for sure.
Totally.
All right. Court in Germany convicted 2 men of staging a chainsaw accident in which one of them cut off the other's thumb and forefinger to claim insurance money.
What?
I'm getting an idea, Chuck.
No.
A new fundraiser.
Wow.
Let's sew Chuck's fingers back on. All right. Besides having to give back the money, the man who did the cutting got a year and a half in jail, and the one who lost his fingers got probation. And I put this little story about fingers together for them.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Anybody else's fingers hurt? I didn't think so.
I mean, chin up, index fingers out. Ready for your push-button finger exercises?
My wife lost the tip of her pinky finger a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. So I played that for her?
Yeah, making me my birthday dinner on one of those mandolin slicers. Thanks, Laura.
Sorry, I can't see what you're pointing at. I'm sorry, I don't get your point.
It's healing.
Honey,
well.
are you trying to make a point?
Ooh, that's pretty extreme. I wouldn't. Could you imagine like holding still while your friend's coming at your hand with a chainsaw?
I got this.
Coming up with the plan and then following through with it. I mean, that takes guts, man. That's that's a special kind of fortitude there.
Yeah.
Ooh. In Scotland, a woman called police to say a rabbit she had bought through an online ad had the wrong type of ears. The caller dialed the emergency number to say the rabbit had floppy ears, but when she got it home, she discovered that it didn't.
Oh, cheated. I wanted to rock. You know, the thing about Scotland is all the women in Scotland sound like men, and here's the proof with the rabbit lady.
Well, that's no ordinary rabbit. That's the most foul, cruel, and bad-tempered rodent you ever set eyes on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Morning commuters traveling down a busy road in China drove into a very particular traffic hazard, a bunch of women's underwear. One witness said it looked as if it rained lingerie all over the road. Hundreds of sets of women's underwear covered the road. Bras in different colors and sizes and panties in every style covered a quarter-mile stretch of road. Several boxes of undies apparently fell off the back of a delivery truck, but they're not quite sure. I think it's time for an underwear montage.
No more funny-looking underwear for your little girlfriend.
I gotta get some new underwears. Jeez. Remember me?
Yeah, sure. Mr. Underwear, was it?
Oh, yeah.
How could I forget?
Mom! What difference does it make? What difference does it make where you buy underwear? What difference does it make? Underwear is underwear. It is underwear wherever you buy it. In Cincinnati or wherever.
I've been wearing the same underwear since Tuesday.
Holy underwear!
That wasn't an accident. It's just laundry day.
Yeah. Honey, I'm home. I got some highway underwear.
Last one here. A bull moose was captured in downtown Santa Fe, New Mexico after it was spotted near a park on Tuesday morning. Officials from the State Game and Fish and Game Animal Services set up a perimeter to protect residents and pedestrians in the area. Bull moose can be aggressive during the breeding season, so authorities decided to sedate the moose with a tranquilizer dart and transport it to a suitable habitat in northern New Mexico. The moose was estimated to weigh over 900 pounds.
Huh, the same thing happened to me.
Those pesky New Mexico moose.
Okay, you start.
Who's the moosey moose we know? Morning Moose.
Yay! All right. Too much of your enjoyment. The show is over. There you go. Chuck Ritchie and Scott Allen saying goodbye with a couple reminders. First up, Taste of Chihuahua. If you don't have tickets, don't matter. You can still show up tonight and support your Chihuahua Arts Guild and take place at the auction happening at Quartzsite Brewery. For that silent auction, doors open at 4:30, ends at 8:30. And Chuck, then we have Farmers Market Friday. And then Saturday, raising funds for the Chihuahua Chamber of Commerce with their annual fundraiser, auction and gala, right?
That is correct. We have an item in the auction. It is a month of free sponsorship.
All right. All right. So go and bid on that and help them out too. A lot of people donated stuff. They've got the live auction and the silent auction. Of course, the dinner always fabulous. So you can take part of that. And more details, go to the Chamber of Commerce Chihuahua website and go out and support them. So lots of stuff to do Thursday, Friday, and Saturday right here in the big city.
And don't
of Chihuahua.
forget, tickets are going on sale today for the September 22nd show right here at the KCHW Theater. It's the first in the series of our sold out concert series, where if the concerts sell out in person, we will air them live on air as they happen.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. That's always better to be in the seats. It's different.
Always better. Yeah, it is.
It's different. And we've got a very intimate setting and super comfy seats if you get your tickets early. But, if you wait till the end, you might end up on a folding chair.
Right. And tickets are, those tickets available at Acres Drug, Valley Drug, the Independent Office, the KCHW org website later on, and the Chihuahua Creative District website. Thank you. And just another word for that, we are recruiting acts for the next two shows now. So for the October and November show. So if you or yourself, or you are an artist, or you know somebody who's a performing artist and would like to be a part of the shows, let us know.
We're going to get back into doing some concerts in Chihuahua all year long.
We're going to do 3 of them. This
good
fall.
job, Chuck.
Yep.
All right. Station manager Chuck Ritchie, give him a big round of applause. Chuck and myself will be back tomorrow for the Friday edition of your KCHW morning show. Until then, have a great day and keep listening to 102.7 FM.
Goodbye, everybody.
Well, that's no ordinary rabbit. That's the most foul, cruel, and bad-tempered rodent you ever set eyes on.
Okay, you start.
Who's the moosey moose we know? Morning Moose.
This concludes the broadcast from World